let us get started with the evening. As some of you may know, this award is now in its 11th year and aims to emphasise the importance of non-fiction by highlighting and celebrating the incredible standard of children's information books which are currently being produced by publishers. It also works to help ensure all school staff are equipped to support their students through access to these important titles. Fake news and conspiracy theories are still very high on the agenda, and therefore high-quality information books have never been more important to equip young people with the vital tools and skills which will be necessary to help them navigate their future life. I agreed to host this evening's event because I love non-fiction books. I grew up reading them and I love writing them. And some of the best reader responses I've ever had across all my books are from children who have read my non-fiction books, discovered something new, and rushed to tell someone about what they've just read. And I am sure that the readers of the brilliant books that are up for this award will feel exactly the same way. As you know, there are 3 age categories in the Information Book Award: 7 and under, 8 to 12, and 13 to 16. Each category is judged by a panel of educators, and each book is judged against criteria that look at things like the quality of text and illustrations, the accuracy of the book, bias and currency, as well as features such as indexes, glossaries, content, and whether the book is likely to inspire the enthusiasm of the young reader. Alongside the judges' choices, children have also had the opportunity to vote for their favourite from the shortlist of 11 titles in order to determine additional children's choice winners for each category, which I think is fantastic. It is now my privilege to hand over to this year's speaker from Hachette Children's Books, whose sponsorship makes this award possible, Paul Rockett, publisher of Franklin Watts and Wayland.
Welcome everyone to the SLA Information Book Awards. My name is Paul Rockett and I'm the publisher of Franklin Watts and Wayland, 2 of Hachette Children's information book imprints. I am very honoured to be speaking on behalf of the Hachette Children's Group who sponsor these awards, and also to be introducing awards that recognise and celebrate the importance of quality information books for children. As with last year, it is regrettable that we are unable to celebrate this event in person, but I hope that you are all comfortable in your living rooms, kitchens or stairwells with a suitable beverage and a selection of canapes for company. The pandemic has continued to impact all aspects of our lives and to present challenges daily. What has become clear is the continuing importance and the resilience of books. It is very noticeable that books have been key in helping people cope. While children have had and continue to have stop-starts in school life and homeschooling, information books have been important in aiding their studies, but also in providing inspirational stories and in showing us all what can be achieved against adversity. Information books show us what is possible, be it through biographies where the protagonist has achieved amazing things against the odds, or through signalling guidance for positive change in managing our health or the environment, or even through information that supports the study of curriculum subjects, aiding academic achievement and future success. But as well as instruction and inspiration, information books are also read for enjoyment. I was very happy to have been asked to take part in a panel for the ASCEL conference earlier this month, with the topic of discussion being engaging readers through information books. What was clear through the discussion and through the comments posted during the event was that we often forget that information books are also highly enjoyable reads and are often overlooked in this category. When we think about reading for pleasure, our minds often move first to genre reads, with information books appearing dry or like hard work. But for many children, pleasure in reading is found in information books first, especially those on high interest topics, and these books will stealthily develop their literacy skills, which is essential for broadening their future life opportunities. It is important that we remember that information books are as key in reading for pleasure as fiction books are. And with the current invention in format, design and illustration that we are seeing in information books, I can't help but think that fiction really needs to up its game. And the short list of books we have this evening really demonstrate the sophistication and range available. These are books that engage and inspire and are all written with an equal flair to any top children's fiction title. What also came out of the ASCEL discussion was the need for books to have advocates, and librarians are key here. And it is wonderful to have this award, which also in its way pays tribute to the work of school librarians in recognising the importance of these books and in championing them through the awards process. All too familiar to us is the statistic of 40% of primary schools having no dedicated library budget, and the long-term impact a lack of access to books has on a child's future. We are incredibly thankful for the campaigning of the Children's Laureate, Cressida Cowell, in highlighting the importance and need for school libraries. Cressida talks about the life-changing magic of reading. Books for children are like magic beans, and information books have the power to plant a seed of meaningful change in their lives. I'd like to thank you all for joining us at this event. And in passing over to Alison, I'd like to ask you all to give a round of applause to the authors and illustrators shortlisted this evening and to the school librarians championing information books. Thank you.
And we're now going to hear from Alison, Alison Terrence, CEO of the School Library Association, who runs this award.
Thank you so much, Rashmi. I will put my video on. There we go. Thank you so much, Rashmi, and thank you for hosting this evening. I couldn't start this evening and start talking to you all without acknowledging all of the hard work and thanking all of the judges who have read over 160 nominations for the award this year. Their chair, Margaret Pemberton, has done a phenomenal job and does her role with such dedication and care. And also, on behalf of Margaret and myself and all the judges, I would like to say particular words of thanks to Chris Ralph, who is stepping down as a judge at the end of this year. Her support and passion for information books is unmatched. So, Chris, thank you so much for everything. This year saw a slight change to the Information Book Award. The changes caused by COVID meant that for the first time, we were able to provide a small number of schools with the shortlisted books in order to allow them to participate in the Children's Choice. 24 schools were provided with a set of the shortlist for one age category, as well as this year's Information Book Award poster. The books were used in different ways by schools, and I'm hoping you're able to see that. I'm going to minimize that just in case. The books were used in different ways by schools, either with specific groups, such as reluctant readers, or with their book groups. And the books were used as a basis for a variety of activities and for promoting reading for pleasure, discussing topics from cover design to audience, layout, and to whether inspired further learning. And I'm a lot sad that I missed out on all of these amazing discussions. The feedback from schools included phrases like, it really opened their eyes, or they had no idea that, and they sum up so many of the topics that this year's shortlist deals with. The importance of pupil discussion also came through in feedback from schools, and I'm particularly touched that this award has had a role in rebuilding relationships by generating conversations across the different year groups, and also supported staff in tackling some more personal topics of conversation. My favourite comment, though, has to be this. It's good because it shows you things you might not think about learning, or make you go, so it's really good. That's an actual quote from a child from the school's feedback. And there, put much more eloquently and succinctly than I could manage, is exactly why the Information Book Award is such an important activity for the School Library Association. Information books have all the power of clickbait, but all the trustworthiness of an academic journal. They induce all the excitement of sport with all the wholesomeness of bran flakes. They entice with a beautiful visual experience and deliver all the oohs and ahs of the latest Bond movie. They are created by teams with passion and care for readers, and tonight we celebrate some of the best in the field. But tonight I'm also making a special appeal to those schools which have removed the information sections from their school libraries, to reinstate these opportunities and experiences for their pupils. Today's children need to be able to access verified information at their fingertips and to learn the things they didn't think about learning. What children learn in their free time is too important to be left to the internet. This shortlist is an exceptional example of the care, thoughtfulness, and passion for learning exhibited by those working across children's information books. Levels of these traits are not often seen in the online world. So to those schools, rebuild your collections and provide your pupils with the joy and wonder of reading information books. The shortlisted books we're about to celebrate will make an excellent starting point.
Thank you so much, Alison. I made the cardinal error of not unmuting there, but I fixed it. Okay, it is now time for me to introduce the different categories of the Information Book Award. So for the 7 and under category, let's remind ourselves of the contenders for this group. We have got Building a Home by Polly Faber and Klaas Fallen, published by Nosy Crow. How to Build an Orchestra by Mary Auld and Elisa Paganelli, published by Hachette. What Do Scientists Do All Day by Jane Wilshire and Maggie Lee, published by Wide-Eyed Editions. And Lift the Flap, First Questions and Answers, Why Do Things Die? Katie Danes and Christine Pym, and that's published by Usborne. And so I can now reveal which title is the winner for this category. Dealing directly with a topic rarely addressed by books for the youngest readers, this text was praised by judges for its gentle, non-judgmental tone and brilliant format that provides additional depth and relatability to the examples and discussion points within. And the judge's choice is Lift the Flap, First Questions and Answers, Why Do Things Die by Katie Danes and Christine Pym, published by Usborne. Congratulations to Katie, Christine, and the whole team behind the text. That is such a well-deserved win and had some very stiff competition for the top spot from an incredible shortlist of titles. The winner of the children's choice is dun, 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 also Why Do Things Die? Congratulations. We've had some lovely feedback from pupils who enjoyed interacting with this text. We're now going to hear from Katie Danes.
Wow, thank you so much. I hope, can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, okay, great. I'm absolutely delighted that this book has won. Thanks to the judges. Thank you so much to the kids to vote for it as well. And I'm sure all the books look amazing, and we'd all like to thank the School Library Association for offering this award to celebrate non-fiction children's books, because we're all so passionate about it. This topic is particularly close to my heart. My own brother died suddenly when I was a teenager, so I wanted to do something that could comfort and support young people and try and find the words for them and their parents, carers, to come to terms with possibly the harshest truth of life. So I couldn't have done it without Christine Pym's illustrations, because they are just absolutely gorgeous, and the beautifully observed emotions that she puts into the characters. And we were a good team with Susie Harrison, our designer, and it's always lovely working for Usborne Publishing. So yeah, I guess I'd like to say thank you and accept the award on behalf of all of them and in memory of my brother Joe. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Katie. It's lovely to hear from you. Next, we come to the 8 to 12 group, where we have 4 more brilliant titles in the shortlist, and they are Big Ideas for Young Thinkers by Jamia Wilson, Andrea Pippins, published by Wide-Eyed Editions. We've got How Many Mice Make an Elephant by Tracy Turner and Aaron Cushley, published by Pan Macmillan. We've got I Am Not a Label by Kerry Burnell and Lauren Emel Baldo, published by Wide-Eyed Editions, and Youthquake by Tom Adams and Sarah Walsh, published by Nosy Crow. The winner for this category was commended by judges for being guaranteed to engage even the most reluctant of young mathematicians, making it the perfect choice for classrooms or school libraries. So, in the 8 to 12 category, the winner of the judges' choice is How Many Mice Make an Elephant by Tracy Turner and Aaron Cushley, published by Pan Macmillan. A big congratulations to Tracy and Aaron and everyone who has contributed to this title. What an achievement to be able to engage pupils in what is conventionally often a more challenging subject in schools. And the other titles on the shortlist are just incredible too. Would you like to say a few words, Tracy?
Thank you, yes. Well, I just think it's amazing that this book has won the award, since it's in such fantastic company. The rest of the shortlist is amazing. And I think the most important person to talk about is Aaron Cushley, who's the illustrator of the book, and his illustrations are just incredible. They're so characterful and fun. So I'm sure he's at least half the reason that children enjoy the book. And thirdly, well, behind every book there is a team, and this one has probably got a bigger team than most, I would have thought. It's the first Raspberry book that I think, well, one of the first Raspberry books that we did together, and we've got the art director of Raspberry Books sitting next to me. So thank you to the team there. Thank you to the amazing team at Macmillan, Russell McLean and Glizzy Yates and Rachel Roberts, who've just been fantastic and published the book so well. And I had to have not one but two consultants on this, because actually I'm not all that good at maths. So we enlisted the help of Mike Goldsmith, who's an amazing mathematician and physicist, and also Jarton Poskett, who wrote the Murderous Maths books, and he's actually got some notes to readers in the book from Jarton as well. And then finally, thank you to the SLA. Thank you so much for the award and for the amazing work you do getting these books into the hands of children. So thank you.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Tracy. Now, importantly, the winner of the Children's Choice Award for this category is I Am Not a Label. Congratulations. Young people have been very enthusiastic in their praise of this text and how valuable they thought it was. Kerry, would you like to say a few words about this book?
I would indeed. Thank you so much. I'm just delighted, really, that this book has won, particularly voted for by children. That's super meaningful to me. I know this is obviously an information award, but in fact, this book is more than information. It's people's lives and people's stories, and it's a history of disability that we've not had before. We've not seen or known those narratives collectively in picture book form. Because, really we've been silenced. So I'm just really thrilled that these stories are shining through and getting into the hands of children. I have to say a huge thank you to Lauren for making the book look so exquisitely beautiful. The illustrations are out of this world. And Wide-Eyed Editions as well for believing in the book and wanting to make it look as bold and striking as possible. We had a huge short list of people that we wanted to include. We didn't manage to include all of them, but I think the stories that we chose from disabled contributors, past and present, are really poignant and nuanced and just a huge celebration. So thank you so much for this fabulous award. We need more stories like this from disabled authors celebrating glorious, imaginative, empowering narratives. So thank you so much. I hope this is the first of many books and many awards.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Kerry, and congratulations to you and to Tracy and team as well. Okay. So now we come to our third and final category for this evening's ceremony. This is also a very competitive group, as they all are, with some amazing titles on the shortlist. They are Fake News by Tom Jackson and Christina Guitian, published by QED Publishing. Have Pride by Stella Caldwell and Sue Saunders, published by Welbeck Publishing. And this book is Anti-Racist by Tiffany Jewell and Aurelia Durand, published by Francis Lincoln. This year's winner was described as a valuable resource for research, an uplifting leisure read, and an affirming and informative guide for young people examining their own identities. I can now reveal that the 13 to 16 category Judges' Choice Award has been won by Have Pride by Stella Caldwell and Sue Saunders, published by Welbeck Publishing. Huge congratulations to Stella, Sue, and everyone involved in this text. What a wonderful achievement. And I'm sure everyone agrees this is a really important book for young people these days. Sue Saunders is the editorial consultant, and she'd like to say a few words.
Well, thank you. And I find it very moving that we've just come after a book which has been looking at disability, which is another passion that I have, that we make people visible. I have been working for over 40 years to make LGBT people in their full diversity visible and proud. And this book does it. And people have said before how important illustrations are. And this book is absolutely rippling with the most wonderful illustrations by a company called Seasons of Victory, which I hadn't come across before, but I will definitely seek them out. It's a brilliantly done book. I was only the consultant on it. Stella did all the hard work, pulled together some amazing work, I think not unsimilar to Just Like a Label, finding people whose lives have been affected by being lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, queer, or questioning, and enabling people to discover the history. And for me, I'm passionate about. I set up LGBT History Month, which is every February. So this book is an absolute delight to me. All the people I've shown it to have fallen in love with it, and we're thrilled that it's a winner. So thank you so much. And I hope it's going to be in every library and every school. So bless you for choosing us. And we're very, very, very grateful. And like all the books, it is a team effort, and the team have done brilliantly. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sue, and congratulations to you and team. I can also reveal the Children's Choice Award in this category, which this year goes to, this book is Anti-Racist. Congratulations, it is a firm favourite among pupils who have ensured it gets the recognition that it deserves. And we're going to now briefly hear from Tiffany Jewell, the author. Tiffany, hello.
Hi. Also, Aurelia Durand is here, and just hi, Aurelia.
Hi, amazing.
She's amazing. Thank you to have this book being chosen by the young learners and young readers is such an honor, especially I'm in the United States, and we currently are having many books like this book in particular, and many others being taken off school shelves in different parts of the country. And so I'm so honored that we see the value here in what children want and need. To understand who we are is one of the most important and foundational things to understand how the world works and what our place is in it. In the United States today, we're celebrating the holiday of Thanksgiving, which is also a day of mourning for our Indigenous folks. And so I'm feeling very many different feelings, but most of all, completely and totally honored that you all and children see this as a book that is really important. And I couldn't have done it without Aurelia, amazing, beautiful illustrations, and Katie Flint, who brought us together. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Tiffany, and congratulations to you and Aurelia and the whole team. Judges' choice. Overall winners. We're down to the overall winners. Okay, so the overall winners of this year's Information Book Award, the 2021 Judges' Choice winner is Usborne's Why Do Things Die by Katie Danes and Christine Pym. Katie, is there anything that you'd like to add to your earlier comments? And congratulations to you and team.
Wow. No, yes, what can I add? Just that often you're asked to do in nonfiction writing, after a book that you don't know so much about, and that you then get an expert to advise you. And that wasn't necessary in this case. And it was quite an incredible journey for me just to sort of draw on what helped me as a child when my brother died, and what just being able to talk frankly about things and talking about death instead of passing away and instead of euphemisms, and just really just trying to help the children to understand what life's about. And it was a real journey, and really quite a wonderful one with a great team. So I'm so touched it's had the recognition today, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Katie, and congratulations again. What a fantastic achievement for everyone involved in this text. It's a fabulous read, and it is so important that we have such texts tackling difficult topics available to young people. And now it's time for this year's Children's Choice overall winner. The overall Children's Choice winner is I Am Not a Label by Kerry Burnell. Kerry, would you like to say a few words? The children reading your book clearly took a lot from it.
Thank you. I'm just really, really delighted. It's been really wonderful actually hearing from all of the other people who've won awards. So congratulations to all of you as well. And to all of the books on the shortlist. It's just an incredible feat and a real honour to be amongst such incredibly steep and beautiful competition. Thank you. And I would just like to extend my joy out to everyone and all of the children. And I think it's, the young readers, hopefully the families of, all different diversities who are able to take this book home and enjoy the stories. It's just so heartwarming to me that disabled lives and narratives are filling people's minds and imaginations. So a really heartfelt thank you.
Thank you so much, Kerry, and congratulations to you and Lauren and the whole team. I don't know about you, but everyone watching, but genuinely, I have a shiver down my spine just thinking about the books shortlisted tonight and the winners and what that says about the books that are falling into the hands of children. It's just astonishing. It's amazing. It fills me with hope, but I hope it fills you with hope too. For the final part of our night, it gives me great pleasure to also be able to announce the winner of the Hachette Children's Group Award for Outstanding Contribution to Information Books. And the winner of this award is Anita Ganeri, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight. So I'm going to pass on to Alison, who's going to read out a statement from Anita.
Thank you so much, Rashmi. So Anita just wanted to say thank you so much for this award. It has been a lovely surprise and means a great deal. Some of the first books I wrote were for Franklin Watts way back when, and our collaboration is still going strong today. Doing a job that I enjoy so much for so long has been a privilege. Despite the dreaded internet effect, it is my firm belief that children's nonfiction remains an invaluable resource and one that we should be proud of. To everyone who has read my books, given me work, and been my colleagues and friends, thank you and much love, Anita. And I would just like to invite everyone to briefly, or not so briefly, turn on your microphones and just give Anita, all the other books that we've mentioned tonight, a massive round of applause, because I think we are all feeling very much the same way.
Thank you, Alison. Well, what an incredible evening it has been this year. The lineup of texts considered for the award has been truly phenomenal this year, and I'm sure most of you will agree that the standard of books currently being produced is one of the highest that we have seen. Given the COVID pandemic, this is a real testament to the dedication of everyone behind the texts to bring high quality information books into the hands of young people, which is what this award is all about. And further to this, I can announce that the nominations for next year's awards are now open. So do head on over to the SLA website where you will find more information about how to submit nominations for next year's awards. Congratulations again to all our winners this evening and to all our finalists. I know I certainly wouldn't have wanted to be on the judging panel to pick out a winner out of such a strong lineup. I don't know how they did it. A huge thank you as well to our sponsors from Hachette Children's Book Group and Peters for making this award possible. And thank you to you, our wonderful audience, for attending tonight's event. It has been lovely to see you, and I hope you will join us again next year when, with any luck, we will be able to celebrate in person. Have a lovely rest of your evening, and that's all from us tonight.